Hi there and a warm welcome to the Mermaid Theatre in London, where the scene is set for the NALS Conference 2014. Agents are under scrutiny like never before, and that's reflected in the theme of this year's conference. It's Agents on the Line, offline, online and frontline.
The offline bit is obviously representing of the operating of your business. The online stuff is obviously the challenges of the digital interfaces that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis nowadays. But we're also dealing with the frontline issues. A lot of that's going to be about the negative perception of the PRS or letting agents or landlords in the press today.
This year especially, we've got the right people in the room to create the issues or to tease out the issues that clearly are there.
It will work only for agents, and it will defend their interests over the coming years against the threats that those portals represent to you.
It is long overdue that the current big portals had some extra competition, and our objective is going to be to provide a sustainably low-cost alternative for all independent agents.
Now, under the scheme, this is the core of the idea. Landlords and letting agents must not rent property to people without a right to be here. And we're suggesting or asking that you carry out certain checks to ensure that you do that. There is a civil penalty aspect to the scheme. So the checks are a way to safeguard yourselves from liability for that penalty.
And you are the professional face of the market, and we rely on you to make sure that both landlords and tenants know their rights and responsibilities, because it's in all our interests to make sure that people's experience in the PRS is good and positive and it works well. It's important both to make sure that the sector know what is coming and can prepare, but it's also important that we get the policy right, and therefore we need to be talking to people on the ground to understand their concerns and to make sure that the policy works.
Great opportunity to be able to speak frankly, openly, and to challenge and ask those questions that we've all been thinking about over the last couple of months, maybe while law changes have been coming in. And it's great to have the opportunity to be able to ask those questions and to get some very good answers as well.
People tend to judge you not by the fact that something went wrong in your organisation, because things go wrong with everybody, but how you responded to what went wrong.
I think for any industry, it's absolutely essential that they do get together, that they listen to each other, but also, as you say, listen to outsiders too, who'll bring that objective perspective. And just the buzz that I've been picking up at this particular event, I mean, I can just sense from this one that there is a lot of interaction and a lot of buzz, so it's clearly having a lot of value for people.
It's far, far more powerful to have your satisfied customers actually sharing their opinion of you on the social web, because it has a lot more credibility. And as we say there, 86% of people trust friend, peer or community review. There's been a real atmosphere of dialogue and collaboration and sharing, and I think the debates that we had, particularly this morning, really helped tease out some of the issues, and it was really great to see everybody having a very robust and healthy debate in such an open manner.
Do you have a life, but you don't have a life plan? Yeah? And I was certainly guilty of that. Has anybody ever in this room ever been taught how to create a life plan? Did you learn it at school? Anybody? No, we're not. We're not taught how to actually create it. We all have a life, but we don't have a life plan. I love a saying, the more you learn, the more you earn. And I think it's very true. It's certainly been true in my own life that the more you get educated, the more you find out what's going on, what's working, and also what's not working for other people. Then I think you can make your own life and your own business more effective and more successful.
If you look at anywhere in the sporting world, because I'm sport mad, so we look at anywhere in the sporting world, Usain Bolt. So he's gone through the systems and the training, right? What's the audit? It's the race, isn't it? It's measuring himself against his training. Everything is all about an audit. So why should a business not be any different? You have to audit the business to find out where the failings are in the business.
Everybody here is so open, so willing to share, and I think that's a great pat on the back to the event organisers and everybody that's here. We want to help each other. We realise that if we don't and we keep everything very insular and very to ourselves, best practice won't be shared. And then at the end of the day, it's only the industry that suffers. And we need to legitimise the lettings industry and try and take it from the perceived dark ages and bring it forward into the 21st century.
So it's important that the industry, and not just represent people who are here today, but people in a wider scenario, contribute to that debate and make sure the Home Office and the advisory group hear what's being said by the people who are actually doing it on the front line.
I think it's really good for the agents to be able to engage directly with the policy setters, because that's not an everyday opportunity to meet people from the Home Office, to meet people from DCLG, and to actually engage with them and tell them what it is actually like at the coalface.